is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. Wow, so it's so nice to be here, guys. I just actually finished eating because I become one of the guests of one of my business partners in our business community, and wow, she has like more than 300 people, 334 join in her Zoom meeting, and I am one of their guests. And then they got so pumped up again. So anyway, I am here again to dissect you guys about this magic book by Rhonda Byrne. And today, I mean tonight, we are at day 24 of this magic book by Rhonda Byrne, and we are now in this day 24, the magic wand. Okay, the magic one. But before I start, I just really want to take a moment of gratitude to say thank you, thank you, thank you guys for tuning in this evening, wherever you are. Um, just feel free to drop your where you're tuning in, your location. I just really want to acknowledge you guys while I am live. And again, tonight's topic is all about the magic book by Rhonda Byrne, and we will be talking about the magic wand, right? So the magic wand. Yeah. So today we are on day 24, the magic one. And I really want to begin by saying something very gently and very truthfully, you know. And this lesson is not about imagination, it is not about pretending, it is not all about wishful thinking. This lesson is about understanding the power you already have and finally using that in using it on your purpose. That's why Rhonda Byrne calls gratitude the magic wand, because gratitude is the one is the one inner state that can change circumstances without force, without struggle, and without needing to control anyone or anything outside of you. It's only you, right? If I physically handed you guys a magic wand, like imagine, imagine that I handed you guys a magic wand today and told you that whatever situation you touch with it, you begin to shift. You will not wave it around carelessly. You will probably slow down, right? You will choose very deliberately where to point it. You would not probably waste it on complaints or any argument, right? Or maybe fear or worry. And yet, this is exactly the most that most people are doing every single day with their attention. They are pointing their wand, their emotional energy at the wrong things. They always think about what isn't working for them. They always think about what they don't like. They always think about what they're afraid of losing, what hasn't shown up yet. That's the magic wand. Like you are pointing your magic wand into the into the wrong direction. You're thinking about the worry. You're thinking about the limitations. You're thinking about the things that are not really serving you. You know, again, where you focus on, that's actually the one that's coming back at you. That's why. So this day 24 is the most is one of the moment that Rhonda Byrne really invite us to stop doing that, and finally really understanding this truth that gratitude is your wand. you know. Gratitude is the one, your attention is how you point it. That's what that's what, that's my understanding. It's not like that magic one that the magic that's they're doing something, you point it to something, and then that whatever it is that you want to ask, and then it's there. No, you're actually pointing. Your wand is your gratitude, and then your attention is how you point into, right? So that's what my takeaway from this day 24. And I really want to talk about the law behind the magic wand, okay? um and talk about why this works, because the great teachers were very clear that faith without understanding can fade, but understanding builds confidence. That's why my mentor Bob Proctor really taught me that the law of attraction is always working, whether we are aware or whether we are aware of it or not, and that it responds not to words, but it responds to your feeling. Because again, your feeling is the language of the subconscious mind. You know, that's why the subconscious mind does not really reason out. It does not analyze. It does not ask whether something is logical or realistic. It really simply, what's the word? It really simply accept whatever emotional state that we consistently live by, that we consistently live in, and says this must be true. And gratitude is your superpower, or gratitude is powerful because it is a state of completion. So when you feel grateful, you are no longer you are no longer waiting, you are no longer hoping, and you are no longer chasing. You are internally, that's inward, you are internally declaring that this is already done, this is already exists for me. And I remember what Napoleon Hill mentioned from his book, The Think and Grow Rich. He really explained this when he said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So, whatever that belief, but, and then again, that belief is not something we force. That belief is something we settle into emotionally. So, what does that mean when it comes to gratitude? And gratitude is the fastest way to emotionally settle into a new reality before it shows up physically, right? And I'm gonna repeat that again. Gratitude is the fastest way to emotionally settle into a new reality before it shows up physically. You can just see things without training your mind, without emotionally involved into something. You have to really be grateful first before you see something physically. You have to really work inwards before the outwards, because again, your outside world is the reflection of what's happening in your inner world. So whatever you have been planting in your inner self, that's gonna be the outcome. That's gonna be your reality. Okay. So what the magic wand really means is, the wand does not mean being grateful for everything all at once. Uh, it does not mean ignoring challenges. It is does it does not mean pretending problems don't exist. What really mean is this: you consciously choose one situation in your life, just one, that you would love to see improve. Okay, and instead of focusing on that problem, you imagine it that it's already resolved. And then you express gratitude as if the resolution has already happened. Always think from the end. Okay. And that's something that I get from Neville Goddard, one of his book, The Power of Awareness. And he did really mention over there that if you are in the process of manifestation, do not visualize that you are doing this or from, let's say, from 1 to 10. So if your goal is to reach the 10 steps, you don't visualize yourself that you are number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Start visualizing yourself that you are already on number 1, and you work backward. Okay, that's like and that one of my mentor really teach us one, and this is something that I have been working to, that you have to work backward. So see yourself that your goal is already done, and what are the steps that you did, right, that you manifested that goal, you know. Just like when it comes into doing, right, act before you're ready. Right, act before you're ready. So that's basically is you have to consciously, so whatever that you choose, yeah, so you consciously choose one situation in your life, just one, because I don't want your minds to be chaotic and thinking about this, thinking about that. Just one, and focus into that. Okay, that you would, and then once you focus into that, see yourself that you already resolve that situation, and then express gratitude as if that the resolution has already happened. Okay, that is very important. So that's why I want you to really slow this down, because most people live in conditional gratitude. They always say, "I'll be grateful when it works out." You know, that's a conditioning. That's the old belief that is working for you. That's why you have to really be grateful, or I mean, you have to be. What's the word? There's a word there. Don't just say that I'll be grateful when it works out. You know, I'll be grateful when money comes, right? I'll be grateful when things finally change. But the great teachers, is something that I've learned from the books that I have been reading, is they all agreed on this one principle, that gratitude does not follow results. Gratitude creates results. Okay, so that's why Earl Nightingale did mention from The Strangest Secret that we become what we think about most of the time. And gratitude gently but powerfully shifts your thinking from lack to expectation, and from fear to trust, and from waiting to receiving. Okay, so and I really want to expand this, like giving you some examples that let's bring this into real life, okay? Because this is where understanding turns into embodiment. Let's say, example, when it talks about money, okay? One person says, "I don't have enough money. I'm stressed. Bills are coming, or bills keep coming." Now notice how that person feels in the body. He becomes so anxious, he become heavy, tight, right? And then this is the right time that you have to use your magic wand. You're using the magic wand, instead of repeating the story over and over again, they consciously shift and say, "I'm so deeply grateful that money is flowing to me in ways I cannot yet see. I'm grateful that opportunities are opening for me." Or probably, "I am grateful that I am always supported." Or you would say, "I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis." See, once you see that, you feel more, you feel more relaxed. But when you say, you're saying this to yourself, that "I don't have enough money," it just really, it your body really tightened, right? Because you're emotionally attached to that. And then and here's the thing, thinking causes when you think, right, when your thoughts your feelings and actions. So this is, oh, you're thinking this way, right? Like, oh, I have the bills to pay, and that really tightens your, or tightens your body. You feel uneasy, right? Because you're already emotionally involved with that. But what if you have to change the language? Like, money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. See, look, see the difference, right? You just you are already that person. You are becoming that person. That money comes to you easily, quickly, and effortlessly, right? And then you are more relaxed by saying that, even though if the bank account hasn't changed yet. But again, uh, this acting in advance, like what's Bob Proctor called this. Bob Proctor called this as acting in advance of the result. What does that mean? It means that you aligned your inner world first, trusting that the outer world must follow. You already trust it, right? So, so let me give you guys another example when it comes to health. Instead of constantly saying that I hope this gets better, right? Why don't you change the language? Instead of saying that, why don't you say this, I am profoundly grateful for my body's intelligence, or I am grateful that every cell of my being, or every cell in my body, is responding to balance and healing, right? I'm grateful for the resolution is happening right now. See, it's just the language. You just change the language itself. Instead of you thinking about the bills, why don't you think bills as service, right? Instead of bills, instead of working about, I thinking about work, why don't you think work as labor of love, right? So why don't you think about what else? There's so many ways to change your words into something that is more relaxed, that is more ease, and that is more um, easy to digest, right? Than thinking of something that really make you feel uncomfortable. Because again, remember, the subconscious mind always listens to your belief, and belief is carried by emotion, not logic. That's why I've learned that it's way better for you to be illogical than being logical, right? Let me give you another example when it comes to relationships. Instead of replaying arguments or disappointments, you should be saying this like, I am so grateful for peace, understanding, and harmony in this relationship, right? I'm grateful for that communication because it feels calm and respectful. I'm grateful for that love flows easily instead of you holding that hate in your heart, right? Because it's not really serving you. You're actually creating some stress on your end by thinking those or by carrying that energy within you. And then once you carry that energy for a long period of time, it creates a stress, it creates uncomfortable in your body, and eventually you get sick. Yeah, right? Because stress is the one that's creating disease in our body. Because why disease? Because it's disease. Your body is disease. That's why they call it as a disease, right? So it's not at your body is not at ease. Yeah, so that's why we people are getting sick because because of holding something in their heart and not letting it go, right? Holding that pain in their heart, and then later on it keeps piling up and piling up in their nervous system, and then later on it becomes a disease, right? So, and this is so important to really understand, guys, that You do not force another person to change. You will never do that. You change the emotional environment, and the relationship responds naturally. The only thing, just like me, right? I would never change my husband's paradigm. You can never change someone else's belief. The only thing that you need to change is you. And then when your spouse or your family see that change within you, then you attract them towards you, and then they will slowly change that, right? And then that's basically what happened in the beginning. Like my husband is just like really thinking that I am some sort of a cult, right? A cult, because my thinking is totally different than him, you know. And then every time I go for a spiritual journey, and then that makes him feel uncomfortable because he is used to see the old version of myself, right? That's what he saw in the beginning. But eventually, as the days passing by, I've been changing my mindset, and that makes him feel uncomfortable. Like, oh, wait, because my energy is totally different than his energy. So he's thinking, like, you are changing. Like, why is that make you feel uncomfortable? And for me, I just smile, I just laugh because he is not used to me doing these things for him. He is not used of the way I think and act. He is not used to that because we've been together for a long time now, and he always see that Arnett who keeps complaining in the past, Arnett who always like upset easily. But right now, like, oh wait, why? He's looking that old version of myself, right? But and that makes him feel uncomfortable. But eventually, as the days passing by, then I've been attracting him to think the same thing like I am, because even though we are in bed, I keep repeating the same on the loop music, and Bob's Proctor voice, my voice, recorded one, and and then of course once you sleep, your subconscious mind is widely awake, and it's absorbing what is happening in that environment in the bedroom, right? So if I am listening to a high frequency music, whether he likes it or not, and then trust me, this is gonna change your mindset. And of course it's so uncomfortable for him because he always wants to stay quiet. But for me, I love playing high frequency music or playing some affirmations, right? And eventually he got used to that. And from the moment that I stopped it, and later on he questioned me, like, why don't you play those affirmations? You know what I mean? And now it's slowly his mindset keep changing. Again, that's the reason why you can never change someone else's paradigm. They are the only one who can change that. The only thing that you need to do is to become a role model, that you do this over and over again. Eventually they see that you will pull them towards you, and then they will be doing the same thing like you do, because they see the good change in you, and then they want to do that also for themselves. So that's basically what happened. In the beginning he's so uncomfortable for me doing all these things because he thinks that I am just doing some voodoo thing or some sort of a cult. Right? That's what he thinks, right? Because he's not used to that. Yeah. So again, this is something that I've learned from the teachings of the greats. The greats are just like Neville Goddard, Bob Proctor, who else? Oh my goodness, Wallace Waddles. There's so many. Joseph Murphy, from The Power of Subconscious Mind. So those are the things that I've learned from these people. And then assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is gratitude. And Andrew Carnegie too. Andrew Carnegie is one of the most successful people in the 1900s, and he is the one who hired Napoleon Hill to create this principle, which is the Think and Grow Rich book, right? So yeah, so he's the richest man in the world in the 1900s. So Andrew Carnegie really understood that faith is built through repetition of thought combined with emotion, which is why gratitude works so quickly when practiced daily. Guys, so if you are one of those people who join my morning routine every single day except Sunday, right? And then you can do that by yourself because, again, repetition of thought combined with emotion, which is why gratitude works so quickly when practiced daily. And that is something that I've learned from. And one thing that I've learned from a mentor is you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. That's why gratitude changes who you are being at a subconscious level. And once your identity shift, your results must follow. Yeah. So again, it's just so incredibly amazing how our life changed just quickly as like that once you put gratitude as the center of your day-to-day life, right? And of course, God is always there. Uh, and he's the how. He's the how doing the work. And you are doing the gratitude work. And God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is doing the behind the scene that you don't see, right? So again, how to use the magic wand, all right? The daily practice, as Rhonda Byrne mentioned in the book, she really encourages us not to use the magic wand once, but you have to live with it daily. It's not like once in a blue moon, right? It has to be a daily thing. That's why that's why she did mention that choose one situation that matters deeply to you, then write it as if it has already been resolved, and then read it slowly and feel gratitude. So when you write that in your gratitude journal, right, like someone that's really matters to you, and then imagine it that whatever situation may be, and it's already resolved, and then read it. Feel the gratitude. Emotion, again, emotion is the language of the subconscious mind, right? And repeat it morning and night, and let go the how. Let go the how because the how is none of your business. Okay, so you don't need to fix your whole life at once. You only need to aim the one intentionally. That's why always be intentional in everything that you're doing, even though you are just drinking a cup of coffee, right? Be intentional, right? And then guided with gratitude, practice it, just like how you practice that by probably closing your eyes. Think of one situation you would love to see improve. Probably it's a relationship with someone else, right? If you are having a misunderstanding with someone else, if there's some person in the past that is still holding that pain in your heart, visualize that it's already resolved. Because again, whatever we're doing now is everything is energy. And just by putting that person in front, or like through meditation, and then you visualize probably that ex that you had a misunderstanding in the past, or maybe someone that you had an argument to, and still you're still holding that wound. Close your eyes. Do the Ho'oponopono, right? The Ho'oponopono is one of the most powerful thing that I practice every single day in times that I am stressed, in times that I am upset. My kids also is applying that. And then imagine it that it's already resolved. Feel the relief in your body and feel the calm too. Feel the gratitude and quietly say the thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay there. And this is the creation, guys, that you are really building in your life. Yeah. So it's 29 minutes. So that's why this day 24 really teaches us something incredibly empowering. You are not powerless. You are not behind. Remember that you are not waiting for permission. You are the permission. So you have always held that magic wand. What you focus on, that's what you are what your where your attention goes, that's also what you're getting back to you. That's why every time you choose gratitude over fear, trust over what else? Trust over worry, faith over doubt. We always hear that from other people. You are waving it. That's why Bob Proctor said that the moment he said that the moment you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. No, that's not Bob Proctor who mentioned that. That is I forget his name. Yeah, the moment you change the way you look at the things you look at change. Yeah, I don't know the name. Yeah. Yeah, so again, always put gratitude in the beginning, or when you when you just wake up, right? Always include that in your routine, and also don't never ever forget to be intentional in everything that you're doing. Okay? Yeah, so I think that's it for me today, that I really want to share it with you guys. All right, so I just wanna hello Arnett. Who was Dale Carnegie then? Oh, Dale Carnegie. Well, he is one of the most influential. I heard the name, but he's not Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie is the uh, is the one who hired Napoleon Hill to write the Think and Grow Rich book. And Dale Carnegie, I heard his name, but he is one of the most influential personal development in the 20th century. It is a long time. I believe one of the book that he wrote is um, oh my goodness. One of the book that I remember is How to Win Friends and Influence People. There you go. Yeah. Oh, he is one of the most influential people that teach personal development as well. But I don't know if he's related to Andrew Carnegie, but I don't think so. Okay. Yeah. So, I am familiar with his book. How to Win Friends and Influence People. And also, I remember one of the book. It's all about public is speaking. There you go. That's the one that I remember. That I remember. Yeah, that's the one that I remember. One of the well-known book that he wrote as well. Yeah. All right. I think that's it, everybody. Uh, Thank you, Debbie, for asking that question. Pandemi, thank you. Pabi, watching in Hong Kong. Oh, wow, you're in Hong Kong. Hello, watching from Hong Kong. Sabrina. Hello, Coach. Voice is so calming already at 6 a.m. Oh, wow, it's already 6 a.m. in the morning. Do your morning routine, Michelle. Thanks, Coach, for sharing. Hello, namaste. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much watching from Nepal. Yes, I just thank you for our winning eagle team. I'm so inspired. Oh, you're welcome, Juna. So basically, earlier, one of our leaders in the community invited me to one of the guests in for the Nepalese people, and I'm really grateful uh, to see you guys. My goodness, you guys are winning. So proud of you guys, Juna. And then Ramesh, and then Farah. And then Namaste. Namaste is from South Korea. Wow. First time to see someone here in South Korea. And then hello, coach from Edmonton, Japan. Wow, that's amazing. See, we are worldwide. We are worldwide, guys. This is something that I'm so grateful about the business, because like even wherever you are, I can reach out to you through my frequency, through the vibration, and through the help of our our internet as well. That's why I love this business so much, because not only you're connecting with different kinds of people that has different belief, and learning from them as well is the most beautiful thing that you can do, um, that you can do by being who you are, right? Just being you. And this is a big lessons that I've learned so far when I joined the personal development world, because I was always comparing myself to other people, and then I always like pretending that I am someone else. And I wasn't really happy about that, and because of this belief that I've learned from other people in the past, and I really work really hard on my mindset. Every day is always day one. Become 1% better every single day, because that 1% you compound it, and then you've been good at it and good at it. And if today is just like didn't really work for you, tomorrow is day one, and another day it's day one again. And then remember, always um always what is that, and always think and act like a person you want to become. Especially if you really want to manifest things in your life, always think and act like that person who already manifested that goal, or whatever things that you want to achieve in your life as well. Aloha from Hawaii. See, that's how global we are. And yeah, so that's something that I really wanna share with you guys, because again, um, it's already 36 minutes and it's already 10:16, and I had to work on my book. All right, because my book is finishing. It's on the process anytime soon, as you probably seen it on my post. And so thankful. It's a wonderful book that you guys can read about manifestations, about by being open to receive it. That's the reason why, if someone gifted you something, always say thank you. I am ready to receive. Never ever say no, thank you, because you are stopping the flow of abundance. So if someone is gifting you to you, even though you have it, just be willingly accept it. Never say no, okay? And always say yes because again, that's the reason why when we meditate, right, our hand is widely open, because you are telling the universe, God, infinite intelligence, or the source, that you are ready to receive abundance in your life, right? So that's why when you see the people that are meditating, their hands is widely open. Okay, so say yes all the time. If someone offer you something, say yes. Okay, so that's it, everybody. Thank you. I'm ready to receiving. Yes, of course you're ready to receive. All right, magic dust, everyone. Magic dust, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my day 25 of this magic book by Rhonda Byrne. Thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye bye.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul.